Hello, hello, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. I feel like it's been forever since I have filmed, and I guess it has because today is August 10th. I just haven't been able to film, if I'm being perfectly honest. We've just had a lot going on, and like yesterday, I was gone most of the day. So I tried to work in here before I left, but it just wasn't happening. So I'll show you kind of where I am so far, and I keep kind of changing directions, but not really. It's really funny because I've made two ephemera pieces for this, and one was blue and one was orange. And then I got this wonderful, wonderful paper in the mail, and it is another retired Graphic 45 collection. It's the Vintage Hollywood collection, and it has all these beautiful oranges and blues and greens. So the funny thing is that the two pieces that I already made, one was blue and one was orange. So it was absolutely perfect. It just kind of solidified that I want to run with those colors, especially if I can use this for a pop of color. So I'll kind of show you what I've done. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it's been just a while since we've been together, and I should have had a video posted for you today, but I didn't have one. I didn't have one. I haven't been in here. I have a ton of projects all at the same time going on. I'm trying to create myself a planner for October through September so that I have that, because things are starting to get really busy for when we leave. And I have this project, and then I just have the sewing project downstairs on the dining room table. Too many projects. I have too many irons in the fire, plus life. There's always that part. Okay, so what I've done is I had this red piece here with the beads, and I liked it, but I got this orange piece, and I was like, yep, that's gonna go there. So I've swapped that out. And just know that none of these base pieces are glued down, and as we go through here, I will explain that. Because of the size of this journal, I have to move it around a lot to show you what I've done. And these are the base Graphic 45 pieces that I'm doing. Okay, so here's an example of why I'm not gluing down. And again, hopefully you can see. It seems like on video you guys can see better than I can in life here. It must be the magic of the camera. Okay, so this was a piece I did the other day just quietly, and it's a tip out, so or flip out, tip out, whatever you want to call it. And it is a French book page that I've turned into a pocket, or like a coin envelope, but it doesn't have the flap. I've stenciled with peacock feathers in the background. Oh, is that stuck? Yeah. And then this is one of those punch outs from the Graphic 45 page. Some Sheila bling here. You guys know Sheila over at Boho Daydreams. And then a couple little blue gems on the peacock feathers. Hopefully that's showing. I did make her as a little tuck. And then of course we have the pocket, that's a tuck. And the point of not gluing the base pages down is because as I create other pieces to like embellish this, I need to be able to tuck them under those base pieces so that they're stabilized. Or so we don't lose the oh no, I hate these paper clips. So it'll be like that, and I'll probably do something here, I'm not sure yet, but that, you know, I don't lose this page by having this sitting on top of there, because then it forces me to have to do something to cover that flap. I hope that makes sense. I do hope that makes sense. I did try to film yesterday before I left to go clean. I set myself a 15-minute timer, and that is hilarious. Apparently, I can't function doing that to myself. I mean, I couldn't think. I just talked about kind of this and couldn't get anything accomplished. It was way too hard. Okay, so this one is another little flip out, and this is a coffee filter that I've sewn into pocket, and it's got room for 3 tags, and then maybe like a stamp or something to embellish the front. And then on the back, we could maybe put another little pocket, or even, you know, a tiny belly band, and go from there. This is part of the calico collage kit that I printed. She is topless, and you will see that in these videos, so I do hope that does not offend you. It is just paying tribute to that era, and it was what it was back then. Okay, this page is one I worked on. So I was saying I did the orange, right? I had the blue piece. This is my orange piece. So I will show you. I'll pull this down a little bit. So this is just a piece of ribbon that I actually slit both sides of her headband and pushed through the paper so that it's attached in the back. And then a little, I don't know what this is. I think they're like little heat thingies, but I glued it. And then this is a roll of like orange stuff from Dollar Tree that is very fall feeling to me and why I bought it, but it's gorgeous. And I thought, oh my gosh, that glitter shimmer back behind her with this black overlay, I just think that's such a cool piece. So that's what that is. And this is a piece of trim I got out of Lisa's shop at Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling. It's beautiful. I love it. Up here, we're going to have a belly band. It's just clipped on the side to hold it in place. This is a side tuck. We have a triangular pocket here. Excuse me just a minute. Oh my goodness, I thought I was filming and I didn't resume the button. I had a phone call and I thought it was something that it wasn't, and anyway, here we are. So this piece, and I've already thought I filmed the whole rest of this, but anyway, you guys know how it is sometimes. This is gonna be a flip out, and it's actually a piece of a fan that I cut and I scalloped that. Hopefully that's going to be okay. I questioned it after I did it, but it's glued and cut, so we're gonna roll with it. Okay, and this piece was a little bit shorter because I actually was going to use it on this back side, but I didn't want those two images together, and I hadn't chose this bottom image first, so it's okay. We'll make it up with some trim or something. I'm not worried about it. This is going to be a tuck, and this could potentially be a tuck. I'm not sure. And then the bottom piece here, I have this piece of trim clipped because I think I'm going to run that down the side just for a little pop of color on that page. And then here, what did I do with the scrap? I threw it away. Well, hopefully I can talk you through. It's just the tiniest little sliver I took out. So that ticket here, this curtain call, I made that a little tuck spot. So what I did was I used my ruler and went right along that and used a razor, or a knife, sharp knife, and I just took a slit. I cut along the top of the ticket, moved it over just tiny, and just took a little sliver out of that. And then if I find that to not be big enough, we can always cut it again. But I was erring on the side of caution. I didn't want to cut too much of that. Then on this page, this will be a belly band, and I have this piece here, and this is going to be big enough that I can run it along the top and the bottom, I believe. So I hopefully, I have a thing about these being like edge to edge, and so hopefully it's the right size. Otherwise I'll have to do something different. Like I don't like to cut the circles in the middle unless it's cut in the middle on both ends. I don't know. It's a symmetrical thing for me, which is funny because I can do some things wonky, but some things I cannot do wonky. Okay, so what I'm thinking also is on like these pages that are flip outs like this, obviously I don't have any journaling space yet. I mean, we're going to have the back of the cards and stuff, but what I was thinking is maybe just, put some pages in there and create, like you open this up and then you've got pages you can journal on, and it becomes part of it. It's kind of where I'm kind of going with this. And again, it's an evolution of thoughts. You guys are kind of seeing this as it happens. So what I'm going to do is figure out what piece I want to work on, and so we can work on something together and kind of chat. And then, yeah, but I'm really excited about the way this is going. And I kind of changed my mind a couple times, but then I haven't actually changed my mind. It's all still in line, but I keep getting these wonderful things to work with, and I'm just really excited about it. So hopefully you can share in my excitement. Like, look at this. It's got little mirrors in it. It is the coolest trim. I got a few pieces of this. So I thought that would be fun to use for something. And then this is beaded, and it's just beautiful, but with the blue and the orange, and I'm like, okay, we can use that. And this piece I love too. Love. And actually, this goes beautifully with this. And I had 2 different people sent these, so it's just all coming together. I'm super excited about it. So let me figure out what I'm going to do, and I will be back. I've done a lot off camera because I was just kind of trying to brainstorm and get my thoughts together here. But I'm trying to pay it forward as well and share with a friend. And I can't go into any detail, but I cut the corner off of this piece so that she could have the image that was in this corner. And so now I'm having to brainstorm how to cover that corner and make it look like, you know, it's just a pocket here. So what I've done is I have folded a piece of French dictionary page, and it could be any language because I'm going to be like, all the world is a stage, and we have Hollywood here, so I can do English, I can do Italian, I can do even the Polish pages that Bernice shared with me. So I'm not really worried about the language itself. I just picked a page and went with it. So what's going to happen is this glue is drying. I truly only have it tacked like here and here to hold that, and it will be fine like once all this is glued down. Then what was so funny is I was auditioning pieces because I thought, oh, I'll make, you know, one of these cut aparts from the Hollywood collection as a corner pocket there. Then I just happened to set this one here, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is that image but in color. So how fun is that? So that's what we're going to actually tuck into this pocket. So I did do the orange because of all the blue on that. That's the top part of this page, so I wanted to give a different color on that. So that's going to go in this pocket, and I do have a cute little charm. Oh my gosh, did I lose it? No, I did not, thank goodness. But it's like a little, what do you call it? A monogram. Oh, it kind of looks like a monogram. Well, anyway, I thought about hanging it off there. Or even I could hang it off the side, the pocket or something. But anyway, maybe. But I thought somebody had like initials like that, but maybe not. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But that's kind of where I am with this and working on it. So what I was thinking is, I know, I get so distracted. I really don't know how you guys follow me sometimes. I'm going to set this aside because it's in my way. Everything's in my way right now. I mean, oh my gosh. I tell you guys, when I say, oh, I'm going to have an avalanche, wait for it. Just wait for it today. I just put a little piece of coffee dyed paper on the back of that because I love this backing and I didn't want to completely cover it. So just a little, like that would be just like a quote of the day or a, you know, whatever, a small journaling space. But I have this stuff, and I've never used it. I mean, obviously, I'm opening the package. It's Paper Studio spare parts, but, oh, where is that? Oh my gosh, you guys, I have actual, like, little negatives. That would be so cute on some of these pages. Oh, I have to figure out what I did with that. Oh, what did I do with those? That would be so cool. But I think what I want to do is like center that maybe there. Of course, I'm going to have to cut. Here, I'll just use that tape. Hopefully it's not super sticky. And then we have these little bits. Well, that was dumb. Hello. And look, that fits perfectly. Can you guys see that? It's hard because I have to be up so high. So I could do any of these, although these are like little stamps, but even one of these Hollywood faces, I could just cut that stamp and she could fit there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, isn't she glorious? It's a little wide though, so unless I go this way, oh, now look at that. I could capture the word vintage in there, and I don't care about Hollywood. And then we can just put one in here like that. That is totally what we're doing. But we have to figure out which one we want. I kind of like her. She's like sultry. She's like, oh, you want to talk about it? What? Don't mind me. I'm goofy. I'm actually really, really tired today. But what I do want to do is kind of cut the same reveal here as here, even though I'm not gonna have anything in it. But that way it's just kind of, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do it on the black. Here, I'm gonna go for it. Oh my gosh, I hope I have enough space to glue this and not mess it up. It's just paper, right? Just paper. Just right at the edge of that. I want the black on both sides. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is gonna be so fun. Oh, I do like her. However, I should have done what I said I was gonna do and cut. So let me cut. I know it seems wasteful with what I'm doing, but trust me, I've had this for a long time and I've never used it, so I'm going to use it. But this way I have a little bit of wiggle room. And then if I want to cut it after, I can cut it after, but that just fits her so perfectly. And we'll have a little bit of color in that edge, so maybe I better do... Okay, let me work this out with how I'm going to position that. I am going to use my art glitter glue on this and hope it holds, and then I'm going to have to like push it down. I'm either going to have an avalanche or the cat's in here. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, I do want to contrast the color. I want green, and I want green because the top of that page is blue and this is orange, so I do want a different color. So I think I'm just going to cut this strip of stamps here, and I want to be really careful because I want to be able to fussy cut something and use this somewhere as well. So I'm going to cut this strip with these stamped images because I think I can use those throughout the journal for sure with all these lovely ladies. And then yeah, so let me cut it. So I got my new Stampin' Up cutter, and I like it, but one thing I'm really struggling with, I know, total distraction, but I was just using it. So on my Fiskars cutter, I could see like where the wire is, and so when I'm lining up an image, I could see where that wire is, and theoretically that's where it's gonna cut, right? Where with this, I don't have that, and it has like this, I do like that this snaps down, but I swear I'm gonna break it. I hope not. It's secure, but the width of this, I'm still sure, today's really about the first time I've used it. I'm trying to figure out like where that falls and how that's gonna work. The nice thing I will say about that though is that it also has a score thingy on it. So in theory, I wouldn't have to pack my scoreboard when we're traveling. So go with green, Jody. Oh, she's pretty, but her shirt's, I'm gonna do this one. So I wouldn't have to pack necessarily my big scoreboard, but I just have to get used to it and see how I feel about it. Okay, this is going to be the tricky part, is going to be gluing this, because I don't want my glue to squish, obviously, and it's going to, I'm sure. So hopefully we won't. I probably should have tested this on a piece I didn't want to use first. Maybe I'll test it on a different one, because I want that green one for this page. You know what? Oh, yeah. I've got to take chances, but hopefully that's gonna hold, but because that's plastic, I probably need to weight it. And do you think I have my hole punch over here? No. But it didn't squish out, so we're gonna go for it. We are gonna go for it. Excited. I think this is fun. I mean, I'm super excited about the things I got in the mail today, and I mean, I've just been so beyond blessed with this project and the loving generosity of this community. I mean, it takes a village, you know, and that's what my friend said, because I was like, you're not gonna believe this paper that was sent to me. And I mean, the first batch was fantastic and thrilling that I got that, and now the second batch is just amazing, and I'm so grateful. And that's part of why I cut the corner off that one page, is I am sharing bits out of both of the sets of Graphic 45 with a particular just a particular thing. I can't really say what, because I don't want to give away somebody else's. Oh, well, okay, I see. It's okay. I'm looking at how this is sitting on here, and if I don't cut around the black right there, it's going to hang down. So once I know this is dry, I am going to cut it down to just the one black like this. And I probably could glue that just to have one, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm afraid to. But this might be fun if we can get like a word or something to put in that, or even just frame if there's a small image somewhere. So I don't want to get rid of that. Okay, so I'm letting those dry. Oh, I just think that's so cute. Look at that. She's just like in the little film reel. Film reel. Oh, say that 3 times real fast. Okay, so then she's just gonna go here on this pocket. Oh, and that's gonna frame her out nice for a pop of color. I like it. I like it, I like it. Okay, and then what's going to happen is, hopefully, I'm not too far into that one, so I can just cut around her orange frame and she won't be a stamp. So I won't have totally ruined the image beside if I can cut a straight line, which you guys know I can't. Okay. I am totally digging this. It's so cute. That's really hard to cut. But these are my bad scissors. Why I don't even know why I still have these. Thrown one pair away, but okay. Oh, look. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, throw that away. And then this is probably dry enough. I can trim that down. So let's trim it down. And what I've been doing, because this has the score blade, I've been kind of using the score blade to help me see like where this is gonna land. And so I'm kind of, I don't know, is that cheating? But I still can't figure this out. Like I said, it's my first time using it, but it'll be okay. And then I've got stenciled bits left that we can use for collage or something. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Okay. I have got to go start making dinner. My stomach is like growling, you guys. Okay. And I'll learn this cutter. I just haven't yet. Okay. And this is a double book page. I did glue stick it when I folded it over because it's kind of fragile and I wanted to make sure it was sturdy. So just remember that with your book pages when you're using them, that they can be, you can stabilize them just by doubling it. Oh, now that's fun. I like that. Oh, and that green pulls that green. I like that. Okay, we need something behind her, but I don't know what. So I have to figure that out. So I will work on that, and when I get it figured out, oh, that could be kind of cute on there. Is that too much? Probably. Okay, I'll get it figured out, and then I'll come back and show you what I decided, and we'll just kind of keep working on this. I'm not working on everything with you guys. I've done quite a bit without sharing, but again, I have to have some surprises for the final flip through when it's time for that. So yeah, in the meantime, I'll just kind of keep working on it and come back and share. Like, that's kind of a cool thing. I haven't actually seen anybody use these, so I didn't know how I was going to use them. So that's fun. And yeah, that's going to go in there. I think that'll be a fun pop of color, and it'll have the blue up here and the orange down here and go from there. But I love that. Yeah, she needs to go that way. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I toyed with different things to put behind her, and I just genuinely didn't like anything. I want that that dark around her to like frame her. However, what I did do was I got my punch out. This is a Fisker's punch, and I needed Born to Be a Star to be upright, so it ended up punching a secondary tag, but I think it'll be fine. I'll use this somewhere else. I just didn't want to try to waste that paper. So what I'll do is just take my glue and go around the 3 sides of this and go, yep, around the 3 sides of it. Oh my goodness, Jody, I'm distracted. So anyway, so this will be like a little pocket on here, and I just think she's so cute. She's not so cute. She's vivacious and lively, and she says, hey, Hollywood, you want me, right? All right, so then this will just slide in there for a little bit of something, and this was gonna go in there for now. I still want to do something maybe to this, maybe just, I don't know, even something here for like a little pool, but for right now, I think that's where we're gonna be with that page. So, considering that I haven't posted any videos for a few days, I'm going to end this here, and that way I can get it uploaded. It'll air for you tomorrow. Oh, I do like that. That would be like neat, just sticking off the top, like pop of color. I'm liking this paper for a pop of color. So I'm really, really, really grateful for this paper. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying it. I do need to find some trim to put here, but I don't know that every single page has to have trim hanging off of it. And I do have this orange bling here, and that might be kind of fun along the bottom if... I know, I don't know why I'm like this with this, but if I can get it to be centered on there with the pieces and look right, not the red line, but the orange line, I may do that because that's really going to make that page like pop, unless I have some like green something I can put along there, which would also be really interesting and neat as well, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I had to do something with this page because I cut that corner off. Actually, I'm just going to stick that under the paper clip for right now. So that's what drove me to actually do this page. I'm not ready for this kind of embellishing yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm putting behind things and how I'm working with these tip outs and things. So that's kind of where I am with this, and so that's what I really need to focus on. But it's okay to have squirrel moments. It's okay to get derailed. And again, like I said, I don't know how many times I've said it in the video. You're probably like, enough already. I am trying to share. This was so generously shared with me, and so I'm trying to share, and it's so funny. I already mailed this person a package today, and now I have another thing. I'm just going to probably pop it in a card and stick it in the mail so that she's got what she needs to work on, what she's working on. I wish I had realized before I sealed her package, I would have just included it all. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind a bit. I just think it's so nice in this community that as you make connections and you network with people and you're like, oh, I like your style, or I like your style. And then you're like, oh, hey, I like what you're working on. Do you need something for that project? Or I have XYZ. Would you like some? And so I do genuinely love that about this community. So with a heart full of gratitude, I do say thank you. And I do want you to know how much I appreciate your love, your support, your kindness. It truly means the world to me. And I just want you to know that. And I don't know if I express that often enough, but I do want to make sure I'm expressing that today. So probably with my coffee in the morning, I'm going to clean up because off screen, I did have an avalanche, and it was my stencil box. I don't even know why it fell. It shouldn't have fallen. So I have to take some time to clean up. So in the meantime, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, I love your feedback. I love your positive comments, your encouragement, your support. It really means a lot to me. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.